Hello everybody, got some news for you today, and it is about THQ, the company that makes the UFC games, the WWE games, and the Saints Row franchise. Now, they are just doing horrible right now in the stock markets. Now, a few months back, they were running into some trouble, just like they are today. They were selling their stocks at 50 cents a share it went down to. So what they did a 10-to-1 reverse stock split, and that turned 70 million shares into 7 million shares. That action moved the decimal point on the company's 50 cents a share to $5.16 a share. So that kind of saved their ass a little bit. But today, they just went down even more. So back then when they did that, they were worth $35.4 million. Now, as today, they are worth $11.9 million. Wow, that's bad. That's not good. That's not good at all. Then it's already said that they have just sold their UFC license to EA. So I guess that EA is going to make the next one. Probably going to be kind of like Fight Night. So good. I'm happy for that because I can't play the current UFC games anyway. It fucking suck. I get grinded to get my ass kicked. But this way, if it's like Fight Night, I'm going to stomp some fucking shit out. I bet you. Hell yes. Anywho. Yeah, I was saying that THQ stock closed the day at $1.50 a share. They were down 50%. Wow. So I'd like to know what the hell happened all of a sudden and just made it plummet like this. I mean, God. I mean, a lot of these companies are just doing terrible. They're reporting all kinds of mad losses. Some companies are reporting up to a couple $100 million losses. I think Square Enix is up to like a $130 million loss of last quarter. But that's no surprise. Square Enix is kind of... Man, they're nothing like they used to be back in the 90s. I mean, coming from Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Earthbound, those games were just, wow, amazing. And now, God, you'd be lucky to even get anything decent out of them. It's just stupid. They even canceled the Final Fantasy, what is it? I think 7 remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake that everybody keeps demanding them to do, to give them an HD remake, and they still haven't done it. Back in the day when the PS3 was, being revealed, that was one of the games that they had showed off, and it just turned into nothing. It's like they were developing it, but it was just like a tease, it just kept fans wanting it even more, and just kept like, come on, please, give it to me. I'm not that big of a Final Fantasy fan, so I can give a shit less, to be honest. But back to THQ, fucking, this is not good for them. I'm guessing they're going to sell off their WWE license here pretty quick, too, but that's probably worth quite a bit of money. I don't know if they're going to sell the Saints Row. It's probably going to be down to the WWE or the Saints Row. Now, they've had a license with wrestling for a long time. Hell, ever since the Nintendo 64 games. It was WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy, which was No Mercy. That's actually my favorite wrestling game ever. I think that's sweet. That's awesome. I love it. I love everything about it. It's just so simple to play. It's kind of realistic in a way. But then again, I haven't really tried out WWE 13 yet, so... I don't know, I probably will. I'm not that big of a wrestling fan like I used to be when I was a kid. But enough about that. Yeah, they sold their UFC license. This article doesn't quite say it, and I'm going to put in the description of how much they got it for. I think this goes on to say that they're going to release more when they know more. Like, yeah, they're selling off more assets. It's still on the table, but the company doesn't plan to disclose development or progress until the board and its advisors at the Centerview Partners, LLC, deem it appropriate. So I'm guessing they're still making deals out with, maybe EA's just buying it all up, for all I know. But they reported some losses too, so that kind of makes me wonder. Maybe they're not doing as bad. Maybe they plummeted it up, or just going to outright buy THQ out, just like they've been doing up with the other studios. That means they're probably just going to shut them down, which fucking sucks. That's why EA's the rotten cocksuckers of the gaming world anymore. I mean, that's all they keep doing. They just buy up shit and shut it down. They shut down Westwood Studios, in case you kids are too don't even know what that is. But that was the studio that created Command and Conquer, the RTS war games. Oh man, those were kick-ass. The Red Alert, that was my shit right there. I love me some Red Alert. I played that for many hours on the PC back in like, I don't know, 95, 96. Same thing with Warcraft 2. Both those games kicked ass in their day. Man. Yeah, EA shut them down. I was so pissed when that happened. So pissed. They took one of my favorite game franchises away from me, and I guess they got another one coming out, so we'll see if that's going to be any good or not. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Can THQ recover, or are they completely done? That's it. Well, I'm out of here. Deuces.